Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and a clash that we have in store today. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Liberty Flames taking on the winners of 4 straight, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulls will put toe to leather to crank us up. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Flames want to crank the tempo. On the option. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They'll run the option.
The ball carried by fullback. Mark down at the 42. Brings up second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Bradford. Throws to the back. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Goes to the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. Second down.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Trying to move them on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. The throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd down coming up. Give to the big fullback. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Looking for room at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
Yeah, and Apple, the QB, calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the returner goes down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Williams will pass. And they got him for the sack.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Archer. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This is why quarterbacks always take care of their offensive line. This is why they feed them in the offseason, invite them to the house, buy them gifts, take care of the big boys, because they take care of you, and those numbers start to pile up.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Bulls are on the move. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the ground with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Liberty 7, South Florida 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense finally makes the stop at run and good gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Florida. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. To the air, it's Bradford. Got his man on the right.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
2nd and short now after that completion. They'll run the option. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
These quarterbacks are so dynamic. I mean, there's so many ways to use them, too, whether it be the zone read, the jet read, the power read. Like, all this stuff works in so many different ways, and you can tell one fake, and then when he pulls it, my goodness, it doesn't look like a quarterback. It looks like a running back in space that can do some serious damage with a big play there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fine play action. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Now on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 15-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Headed to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Flames.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. Delivers the contact. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, USF. Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here comes the option. The pitch. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Flames send out the punt unit. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Pressure coming. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week. You come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He makes a grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to sneak it.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Louisiana delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Lafayette. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Fires toward the target. He's got it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to pass. It's Bradford. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Wants to throw on second down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Flames decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Coming after him. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Flames will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for blockers. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here.
Got a lot of running room. Quarterback gets past the marker. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Oh, and you hear this stadium erupting. This crowd at home, they're just waiting to feed off of an explosive play, and they get one right there from their quarterback, doing a tremendous job on the scramble, outstanding individual effort, and just the decibel level in this place has just gone up, it feels like, tenfold.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. 14. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll pull it down, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Flames are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the run. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give to the back. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll pitch it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Using his feet to buy time. Wiggles. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
You know, when quarterbacks get strung along towards the sidelines and they're getting chased, they really don't want to square up their shoulders a lot of times on the run and throw the football. So really...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UAB answered the bell away from Protective Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Blazers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Flames headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Bradford. The sweet feet buy a little time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite him.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point in the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown Bulls! And the punishment has been extended.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy. That last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At the 28. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Florida, 42.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Getting some heat. And they get him down. The Flames come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quickly complete.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Okay, ready? Now on second down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it. Touchdown, South Florida. And the route is on. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Dropping back, it's Bradford. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Keeps it going. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Nice move to keep moving. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And how good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And the Bulls will have a first down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Got enough space. Touchdown, USF. And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
14.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the air, it's Bradford. He wants to go deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Let's go! Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense drags him down. And the Flames in the hurry up. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Bulls. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, and fortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Dropping back, it's Bradford. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up. You feel really good.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, you're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance. And that's what makes them so hard to stop.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Back open in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bulls are in the red zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Dude, You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a... And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.